Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I wanted to come on here to talk about some allegations. We haven't talked about allegations on this channel in quite a bit of time, but I guess with that being said, we've already gone over that these are allegations, so just because there's a lawsuit going on doesn't necessarily mean that that information in the lawsuit is true. So I just figured I would remind you guys that, hey, take this with a grain of salt, don't take sides on this, and don't state any of the allegations as fact until we know they are fact. Now, just before we get into everything, I want to clarify something here. These are not new allegations, and they did not just come out as of right now. They actually came out in December of last year. Now, what had allegedly occurred happened back in 2022, and the allegations were presented by one of his ex-partners, Zaya Abashe. And as far as I'm aware, the two had met online back in 2021. Initially, back in December 2023, she accused Akademiks of sexual assault. Now, the same allegations have resurfaced as of today because apparently the person who made the allegations, Zaya, has decided to file a lawsuit against Akademiks and has alleged that on July 16th, 2022, Livingston Allen, also known as DJ Akademiks, contacted her and invited her to his house in New Jersey, not suspecting any ill intentions, even though they allegedly hadn't seen each other for almost a year. So yeah, based off of that, it seems like the relationship really didn't last that long, especially if they got together in 2021. And yeah, this is according to the lawsuit. When Abashe arrived, however, she was met by two men identified as John Doe 1 and John Doe 2, whom she did not expect to be there. Abashe claims that two men drugged her to drink and plied her with alcohol before assaulting and R-wording her on Allen's pool deck. Abashe says the drugs impacted her memory and caused her to lose consciousness, according to the suit. She claims she was later woken up at around 4 a.m., July 17, 2022, in a room by Allen, who was pulling her hair, prying open her legs, and brutally R-wording her, she claims. Abashe accuses Allen of penetrating her anally and vaginally and says she was begging him to stop and crying for most of this assault, but losing her ability to move physically. The following day, according to the lawsuit, Abashe asked Allen for details about what happened the previous night. He allegedly showed her a trash can that contained 2 condom wrappers, which suggested to Abashe that after the alleged pool deck attack, the 2 John Does had taken her into another room in the house and continued to R-word her brutally. Abashe also claimed that Allen showed her surveillance footage of the alleged pool deck attack. According to Miss Abashe, as she watched the video, she looked like she was just lying there lifeless, which did not sit right with her, the suit reads. According to the text messages included in the lawsuit, later that day, on July 17th, Allen told Abashe to get tested and said he would do the same. Abashe said she found the statement odd, and the suit argues that the text was proof that Allen, who had not slept with Miss Abashe for over a year, engaged in unprotected sexual intercourse with her that night. After contacting her lawyer for advice, Abashe went to the police. The authorities first told her to visit a hospital for a R-word kit, which she did. The kit purportedly led to the discovery of traces of Allen's sperm, she claims. Abashe then spoke with the authorities in person, and photographs were taken of bruises on Abashe's arm, back, buttocks, and legs. Abashe also sat for a recorded wire call with Allen, during which she claimed Allen graphically recounted and admitted to having sexual intercourse with her, even going so far as to describe her vagina. This led the cops to obtain a warrant for the surveillance footage and other evidence. Abashe later claimed that Allen disposed of several items, bed sheets, etc., at the dumpster near his office. Presumably, Mr. Allen was attempting to destroy the evidence of Miss Abashe's R-word. Despite taking her allegations to police, Abashe chose silence per the lawsuit and ostensibly decided to not press charges. Her decision to bring the lawsuit comes after the allegations were brought to light at the end of 2023, after both she and Allen addressed the incident on social media. Allen denied assaulting Abashe, and in a December 30th, 2023 video, claimed he was asleep at home while the 2 John Does allegedly assaulted her on the pool deck. Acknowledging the surveillance footage of the alleged attack, Allen said, "She was getting trained by my 2 men on my pool deck." The suit alleges Allen defamed Abashe by accusing her of voluntarily having an orgy with his friends at home while maintaining that he had never participated at all. The suit goes on to allege that Allen knew his statements in the video were misleading and false, as he was in possession of text messages from Miss Abashe where she stated that she did not know what happened to her on July 16th, 2022, and that it was Mr. Allen who informed her of the night's events. In a statement, Abashe said, "I'm confident that justice will prevail and the veil will be removed so no other woman will have to endure what I did." Her lawyer, Tyrone Black, Blackburn added, litigation is always the last resort. After several unsuccessful attempts to privately resolve the case, Mr. Bache was left no other choice than to file. Mr. Allen's hubris will be his downfall. Now, with that all being said, despite the police clearing him and these other people, if this actually happened and it turned out to be real, that would be really messed up. But for now, as we're in the early stages of this lawsuit and the court process, we really don't know who exactly is telling the truth, but a lot more people are siding with DJ Akademiks over this ex-partner. Now, before we get into his response, because he has responded, he responded at around 2 p.m. today, and if you guys would like to watch the whole video, because I definitely am not going to go through the whole thing, you guys can check it out on his channel. But before we get into the response, I just wanted to point out something weird, and this is definitely one of the reasons why people are defending DJ Akademiks more than his ex-partner, and they're sort of just taking his side, and that essentially is because it's really weird, at least in my opinion, that this allegedly happened in 2022 according to the ex-partner and what, she's saying. The police investigated everything, and Akademiks claims that, he handed everything over and they looked through everything and they cleared him, and nothing really happened in between that time where the police investigated this and when the allegations came out in December of 2023, at least as far as I'm aware. I initially found that to be a little weird, not too weird. I mean, a lot of time had gone by, but who knows, there could have been something going on behind the scenes, like maybe the police were still investigating possibly, or something like that, but I wasn't really expecting to see him get sued for this. And what I thought was really weird when it came down to him being sued was a month prior, which would have been last month, or even possibly March, Akademiks put out a video exposing a lawyer. This lawyer goes by the name of Tyrone Blackburn. You probably recognize that name because we just went over him, because apparently he is a lawyer in this case essentially. And like I said, DJ Akademiks around a month ago exposed this guy for doing shakedowns and other shady things during the Diddy case.
So the lawyer for Lil Rod just got scolded by a judge. When I mean scolded, it means he's actually, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's read this. Tyrone Blackburn, a lawyer representing Lil Rod in his explosive lawsuit against Diddy, is facing possible disciplinary actions after a New York judge accused.
If you guys want to learn more about that, there is a video on his channel. But essentially what you need to take from that is that this could potentially be retaliation from Tyrone Blackburn. So I guess with that in mind, let's take a look at Akademiks' response.
Of course, that came with, obviously a lot of, we've had a lot of success on the channel. A lot of people came here to watch whatever we've been talking about. That's good. And we're still going to be talking about regular shit today. First and foremost, and I will tell you, because I'm a public figure and because I know optically and PR wise how to deal with, I think, these situations, I'm going to go against my very high priced attorney's advice today. But I'm still not going to say much. So for the people who are like, yo, is that going to talk about, I will address some things. And I'll address the things that really, listen, I guess there's going to be a case. If there's going to be a case, let there be a case. And to be fair, this is a civil situation, okay? It's kind of funny. I see all the blogs running this. They're acting as if it's something new. I spoke on this in December. I also spoke on the fact that everything is transparent. I'm not even hiding and ducking from a situation or ducking from the narrative that happened. I pretty much told everything. And also, I told the truth. Hey, the police came, they looked, we gave them everything. Pretty much everything is documented. Caught on videotape. They got to see it with their own two eyes. Not only did they say, Ak, you good. And this is not just word of mouth. This is, you're officially cleared. We could not bring any criminal charges. You are not criminally liable. But also anybody else in the situation was also cleared. But such is the case that there's many different things going on in the world. So my only comment should really be, but I'm gonna go a little bit further, even though I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. My only comment should really be, whatever this is will be handled in court. Just know that according to the law and according to the police and according to all sanctioning governing authorities, Akademiks is an innocent man who has not ever been charged with anything of the sort that has to do with any deviancy or anything like that. Has never been charged, will never be charged. That's a fact. But this is a civil situation brewing. This is a shakedown. This is a money tree situation. With me addressing this, and I've seen a bunch of people, the timing is very important, chat. The timing for this is all important. And that's what I want to speak about. I'm not going to go against what my lawyer said because there's so much information. I've given way more information before when I just sat and just talked about shit. Once now we're officially engaged, now I have to let the lawyers do the talking. I've done enough talking. So please don't take, I'm not skirting around nothing. I talked already, okay? And to keep it real, they're trying to use me talking already against me to try to get some, what the type of time it is. So I can't say much on that angle. Let's just analyze facts. Is Akademiks under a criminal investigation? Absolutely not. Is Akademiks at risk of being arrested for a first-degree felony or any felony, misdemeanor, otherwise? Absolutely not. Is this something where an individual felt, let me not say that because I don't want to go into, I don't want to say anything that could help a case for anybody else. So I only got to keep it to me. I can only speak to me, right? Because now people are playing the same game. What's important to know is that if you are a friend of mine, you're an ally of mine, you're a fan of mine, I give you my word, I give you my promise. I've been transparent to y'all before about this whole situation. This is not something that I was involved in with some criminal shit. However, this is something that unfortunately, and this is the point I have to tell my audience, we have bubbled up to the point that I'm just not the YouTube streamer no more. I'm just not the guy who make YouTube videos. They've now regarded me as like these #1 media hip hop guy. And such with the case, it comes with a lot of perks. I will not lie. I mean, in the last couple weeks with the Kendrick and Drake shit going on, trust me, Big Ak likes to eat, but Ak been eating, okay? But with that, even, okay, this is the #1 guy. You see me on TMZ Live. Piers Morgan wanted to holla at me. We just fucking did, Flake.
It really wouldn't surprise me if the media did go after this guy, but at the same time, I really don't know if he's innocent or not. But I mean, from what I've seen, especially with his lawyer, it definitely looks like there is something shady going on here, but I don't know what it is. And I don't know who is innocent and who is guilty. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm probably just gonna stay on the fence for now, but anyways, moving on. He further goes on to talk about the lawyer who's representing the case, which we just talked about in my video here, and this is what he has to say.
Do you know who's the lawyer representing whoever against me? Y'all know the lawyer? Who y'all think that lawyer is? Could it be a lawyer that I've covered? Maybe with like about 3-4 Diddy cases? Could it be a lawyer that not so long ago I did a stream putting up on the screen saying that lawyer might be out here trying to shake people down for money? Could it be that lawyer that's representing in this case? I'm asking a question. Could it be that lawyer? Could it be that I said, and this was public 6 months ago, and that lawyer did not file a lawsuit until yesterday? Let me tell you why. That lawyer, could it be, let me say, because now I got to be very careful. Could it be, is it possible that that person who really seen the money grab was really the Diddy stuff, and who was the biggest nigga covering the Diddy stuff? Who would that be? So when I was doing, and I'm doing just regular journalism, I'm not looking into it like that, but it's doing allegedly his bidding. So you claim you had a case against me for 6 months, never filed it. I'm covering another case that you also represent, so you hold off. You're like, let me not piss Ak off. Ak over here is pushing the Diddy train. He's making the wheels go in motion. Good. Could it be that Akademiks, while covering all these cases, finally said, this shit don't sound too right. Maybe this nigga is capping. Maybe he's just making shit up because he's seen some other nigga or another person do a settlement with Diddy. I started looking into many things. Could it be that immediately the day after that, that lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying, if Ak continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy, remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too. Could that be? I'm just asking a question. I won't name no names. I'm asking a question. Could this be true?
So yeah, that's basically the whole situation and what is currently going down against DJ Akademiks. His response video was around 30 minutes, so if you want to go check the whole thing out, it is up on his channel. The channel should be up on the screen right now, so if you want to go check that out, you can. And I just wanted to say one more time, I'm not exactly sure if Akademiks is 100% innocent or not, but I do find it really weird that all this is going down with the lawyer, who is the main lawyer behind the case. So I guess guys, just keep that in mind when you're choosing sides, because I have seen people jump sides already, people who are against Akademiks or people who are against the plaintiff. And yeah, definitely if you're a content creator covering the situation, do not jump way too early, because if you're on the wrong side, it's not going to go too well for you. But yeah, I think with that all being said, feel free to leave down in the comment section down below if you think that Akademiks is innocent or guilty, or if you're just staying on the fence. And I think I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so the video gets promoted more in the algorithm, so more people will see it. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support really means the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. Now, I'm trying to make these videos a little bit earlier in the day so that I don't have to put them out so late. I'm shooting for around like 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. So, I mean, just stay tuned for that. Working on the content slowly but surely. And besides that, my name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.